Let's take a look at how a business user can configure the portal banner widget. Let's take a look at changing the portal banner widget. And this is one of the configurable portal widgets that you can change directly from the portal if you're an administrator. I'm going to walk through a few different configurations. So anywhere in the banner, if you do a control right click, you'll see a menu of items, and we want to look at the instance options. So before we do that, let's pay attention to the changes I'd like to make. First, you can't really see the headings here, so we're going to change the color of that. We're going to also change the image picture, and we'll leave the rest of the items the way they are. The difference here is you don't have to go into the designer to make these changes. So at first, what you see here is just a static hello, and then you see the user, and that is a variable. So if I do a new variable, if I add the variable part of day, and then save that so you can see it defaulted to the afternoon since it's the afternoon here where I am. Now for our second change, control right click, click on instance options, and I am going to change the color of the heading, the first heading and the second to all white. And then I'm gonna just copy it down here. And you don't have to press save each time, but I just want to show you how it looks and how it's working. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is change the banner widget. And the whole goal here is for business users to be able to make these changes, and they don't need to know how to use the designer. So the next one I'm going to pick is the image in the background. But before I press save on that, there are other configurations I can make here. I can center the alignment of the text, or I could make it left. I'm going to keep it in the center. There's the search bar. This is where people search for knowledge, and if you have Now Assist, this is where you would do your searches. You can show it or not show it. And then I had two buttons, so I can show a primary button, and here I'm showing both a primary and secondary button. And what I'm doing is the first button is for browse services, and I'm taking you directly to this portal page, and I'm showing you the browse taxonomy. The second one is a button for the FAQs. Next, I can configure the search text and the title. I like what it says, so search or request something. We'll talk about the JSON updates in a later time. Okay, so now you see I've changed the picture. Actually, I don't really like that picture, so I'm going to change it one more time because that wasn't the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Okay. In addition to the configurations that I just showed, there's additional scripting that was at the bottom of the widget that you can do around the primary and secondary button. You also can optionally embed additional widgets inside the portal banner widget. And then finally, you can define some parameters of the widget that you want to add. So if we go and control and right click and go down to the bottom, for the button condition script, you can use a scripted extension point to implement a conditional script. By default, the new script displays both buttons and there aren't any conditions on it. Next, you can also embed additional widgets. So here, if I wanted to change the search widget, I could go in and I could select the AI search assist widget and add that. And then finally, any parameters of the widget that I would like to add, I could do that here as well. So these are ones that you're probably not going to use as much. and then press save. So to summarize, we're making this capability available for business users. You don't have to be in the Portal Designer. You don't have to know details about it. But as things change, business users can make these changes. So the value is faster time for changes. These are configurable widgets. You don't customize them. They're available for your upgrades.